All right, hi folks, this is John with Revive Power Washing. We're out here on a commercial project today and just wanted to show the difference between Driveit and Stucco and how our soft washing process is super effective to clean these types of surfaces. So this particular one, this surface is Dryvit, and Driveit is just a brand name. So just like Xerox or tissue, Driveit is a manufacturer. So it's just one of the common nomenclatures for it. But the way you can tell the difference between Driveit and Stucco is if you come up to it and actually knock on it, you can hear Driveit kind of has a hollow sound. So if you knock on it like that, you can kind of hear it's a little hollow sound. So why that is because what Driveit is a troweled on cement finish over a piece of usually 2-inch thick styrofoam, rigid styrofoam. So that's why it has that kind of hollow sound, because that's the styrofoam behind it. So that's what Driveit is. Stucco is same finish, except it's applied over a hard surface like a concrete or a brick wall, sometimes concrete block wall. So when you knock on it, it's more of a hard sound, like you're knocking on a concrete wall. So that's how you can tell the difference if you have Driveit or Stucco. Now, neither of those you want to pressure wash or power wash. Because of it being such a delicate surface, this troweled on layer is just millimeters thick. It's very, very thin layer. So pressure washing, if there's any fine cracks in there, if you're pressure washing it, the water could get behind it and it can chip and crack and flake big chunks of it off. And even if it doesn't immediately, those cracks, you can really force the water in behind there and it'll seep in behind the wall and it could eventually pop the finish layer off. So that's why you never want to pressure wash Driveit or Stucco. So the way we handle it, and we've been very successful with it, is we use a method called soft washing. It's a very low pressure process. It's no more pressure applied to the surface than what a garden hose would be. It complies with all the Stucco and Driveit manufacturers' recommendations for cleaning. So you can see over here, we've actually cleaned this section of the wall using our soft wash method, and this section here we have not treated yet. So what you're seeing here in this discoloration is mostly mildew and algae. So we treat it with our soft wash solution. It cleans the mildew and algae. It does a fantastic job and it's very safe for the surface. It does not disturb it. If there are any minor cracks in it, it does not force water in behind it. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna show you what this soft wash process looks like. I'm gonna pass it off to Logan here. He's gonna take our soft wash gun here and go up and show you how gentle the process is for treating the surface. And you can literally watch our soft wash solution clean up the surface, and it attacks that mildew and algae quite quickly. And you'll start, especially with the sun out today the way it is, you can see that just change color after about 2 to 3 minutes here. So you can see it's a gentle process. He's not running a pressure washer. You can actually see it starting to change color up there. It turns kind of a brownish color and then it'll almost just magically disappear. So this is how we handle cleaning all Driveit and Stucco surfaces, and this is how, if you need it cleaned, this is the process that any professional will use to clean it. If somebody comes up and says that they will pressure wash or power wash your Driveit or Stucco, tell them thanks but no thanks, because the manufacturers do not recommend it being pressure washed or power washed. The maximum PSI that can be applied to this is 800 PSI. That is the absolute max. So as you can see here, this area that he treated only about a minute ago is starting to clean up very nicely. So this is our soft wash process. We treat it with this soft wash detergent, and then once it has a chance to dwell on the surface for about 15, we give it about 15 minutes. Some areas, you know, if they're really dark, we'll have to treat it a second time, but you can see Nate's over here, and we're providing a rinse down now, bulk rinse of all the area that we previously treated, rinsing off all that dead mildew and algae and any of the dirt that was on the surface, rinsing that all down. So, and again, this is a low pressure process here. that we're cleaning. You'll see here, I can put my hand in front of this stream and it does not hurt. So that is no more than about 200 PSI that's coming out of the end of that gun there. So well within the range of the manufacturer's recommendations. So this is an education piece on Driveit and Stucco cleaning. So